They can vote in today's primary, unlike in Iowa, and they are making up a very significant part of the vote tonight. 44% of the people who are voting say that they are independents. That's higher, much higher than it was in 2008, and it's nearly twice the number that we saw back in Iowa. So here's what the independents are doing. Very interesting. Splitting their support. Roughly, they're coming in equal, as backers of Romney at 30%, Paul at 29%, and Huntsman down at 27% of these independents. And here's another way that the New Hampshire electorate is a little bit different from what we saw in Iowa last week. Check out the numbers of those who are identifying themselves as being conservative. 83% in Iowa. 54% are labeling themselves as such in New Hampshire tonight. So even as of yesterday, the pre-election polls found a lot of voters saying that they really had not made up their minds yet. And of course, this is the group that all of these campaigners were definitely over the map as well. Take a look at this. Romney, 29% of them went to him. Huntsman, 24%. Rick Santorum got 20% of those. And Ron Paul came in at 16% of those late deciding votes. Now, how about the question of how satisfied the people in New Hampshire are with the field of candidates in the GOP? About twice as many of the voters say that they are satisfied with their choices, then say that they wish they had another candidate who would jump into the race, which we've heard a lot about throughout the course of this GOP primary. 67% say, yep, we're pretty satisfied with the people who are running for president from our side. 31% say they're not satisfied. The voters who are happy with the field, they're leaning towards Romney tonight, while the dissatisfied voters seem to be backing Huntsman and Paul tonight. Another very interesting finding here is that Romney is winning among voters who say that beating President Obama is the top quality that they want in a candidate. He did very well with these folks in Iowa as well. And when you combine the other qualities and you ask, are you looking for a true conservative? Do you want someone who has strong moral character? Ron Paul seems to be slightly ahead with that group of people. So that's just the beginning. It's the tip of the iceberg. We've got a lot of really good data that's coming in from all these exit polls. We'll bring a little bit more to you a bit later, Brett.
Fascinating, Martha. We'll keep digging and head back when you have new stuff. Thank you. Now to the action on the ground here in New Hampshire. Chief political correspondent Carl Cameron shows us what